dealerships and how they change what they do to buy their customers what value they're willing to pay for. So following Jim Farley's description and thinking back to Toyota job instruction training, we see that specific key points were identified for each position on the dealership. Essentially, Lexus developed high-level standardized work for each job. They did not have steps in sequence or times, but they had key points and trained on them. No job was unimportant. Even the lot boy who drove the car was trained in the details on the key points. When we interviewed Rosario, owner of the lead Lexus award-winning Lexus dealership in Ann Arbor, it was clear he knew all the key points for each job. He owned the 4 dealerships and at the time, 2 Lexus and 1 Toyota and another brand. Yet, he knew every inch of Ann Arbor operation and each person would be doing. He had personally gone to every training course Lexus offered. For example, he described some of the key points for individual jobs as follows. No manufacturer trains like Lexus. I just opened another brand dealership and no manufacturer does that. Our members go through training every year and then take tests online. That is part of the criteria of a lead of a Lexus award Lexus gives out. 90% of the members must go through the training and pass the test every year. This includes lane member who washes the car, then pulls up the car in the service drive at the right time for the customer, returning to pick it up. He is making sure that the radio is on the right station. He has gone through the checklist to make sure that the car is completely clean and make sure everything is working in the car. Every car is clean, even if you come for just an oil change. The switchboard operator learns she should introduce herself to the customer. She is the point of contact to coordinate and make the salesperson know his or her customer called. Her other job is that she meets and greets the customer and shows them the waiting lounge and offers coffee and makes sure everything is taken care of. The switchboard operator is one of the key contacts to the customer and needs to get to know each one personally. For most customers, we have the charge card number and they do not need to deal with the waiting for the payment process. But if they pay in cash, the cashier must learn the process in a timely fashion and get the receipt into the car so the faster receipt when it is delivered to the customer. If it is a check, make sure the receipt is in the car. Alright, so if you just listen to it, we can do everything we want. And St. Greer calls up, right? We need to get that job in. We get the job in and running. But then nobody gets it on the truck. Nobody gets it to the customer. We don't get the packing slip right. Those small details give poor customer service, right? Give us poor, reputation to our customer, correct? So those small things make a big difference. That's why it's all the way. It's from everyone, how we put the label on the box, to how we put them in the bags, to how we ship the parts out, how well we're organized on that stuff makes a big difference. It's not just putting the part, just not putting the mold in the press and making the part, okay? It's all the process. How we answer the phone when our customer calls, how we get back to them, how long it takes us to get back to them, what information we get them. So all that's a key component to that, okay? So we want to make sure that we're thinking about that every time we're doing part of our job to get the parts out. All right, so we're going to finish up this. We only have a minute left of this about this continuous improvement and do it right the first time.